Thank you, Mark, and a big hello from London. A reasonable amount of weekly technical patterns last week, and they have, most of them, one common theme: indexes. However, before I delve into that too much, let's look at some of the other markets that had weekly patterns and what they did, and if there has been any positive or negative follow-on moves. To start with, I'll look at a less active FX pairing, US dollar against the Egyptian pound 1-year NDF. This had a weekly key reversal down last week, and to be honest, it has indeed seen a follow-on lower of sorts this week. Yet has not really been sustained, as though prices this week have seen a stronger Egyptian pound, yet we've not managed to see any lower on a closing basis as yet. Next, it is the commodities, and we saw a weekly key reversal up in New York cocoa futures last week. This has seen a more than appropriate follow-on higher this week, and prices are now targeting the overhead gold long moving average, currently at 90.43, which had been good support in the past back in late April through to mid-June, but is now resistance, though I do note that prices have pushed up through quite a bit of resistance already and done it fairly easily, it seems. Next, it is Chicago live cattle futures, and here we had a weekly key reversal up last week. This week we have indeed seen a follow-on higher to last week's closing prices, and though it has been good, it is still within last week's range, so a success, but to my mind, a limited success so far. Now onto the indexes, and these fall within two groupings. The first grouping is Asian stock indexes, and the second is shipping indexes. In the first grouping, we had weekly key reversals up last week in the Shinex Composite Index of China, in the Shanghai Composite Index, and over in Japan, the Nikkei 225 Stock Index. All three have had excellent follow-on higher moves this week, and I'd especially like to note the gapping higher move of the Nikkei in this trio. The second grouping is shipping indexes, specifically the Baltic Clean Tanker Index, which had a weekly key reversal up last week and in which we have not seen a follow-on higher this week. We are now below and outside last week's range. And also the Baltic Handymax Index, where we have seen a suitable follow-on higher this week to last week's weekly key reversal up. As always, I'm happy to answer any direct questions with anyone who is interested. And with that, I'll finish this section from London, and I hope that you found these comments useful. Thank you for listening and watching this broadcast. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and at the back of this broadcast. The copyright is Eddie Tofpick and ADM Investor Service International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.